Now I'd like to go to the Shaheen Alam. Mr. Shaheen Alam, are you prepared to talk about the topic?
Yes, sir. Can
Let's
I
get
try?
started. Yes, please.
Sir, thank you giving me opportunity for telling something what is my favorite subject. As
Yes.
a student in my studies life, I have learned so many subjects and till now I have been learning. But I was found to my interesting one of my favorite subject. That name is physics. And when I was when I was at school and class 9, that time I first introduced about the subject. I was enough luckily to I have the best teacher who taught me physics very easily, and he made it on easier. And he he made it exciting by relating the social aspect and the social aspect social and the current situation, and he made it explain to the theoretical. And to be honestly speaking, I was first time I was very nervous about this subject, because it had been made totally mathematical term, and it it made me crazy. And when I felt annoyed when I was studying. But however, uh, some of my friends and I most interactive that classes, and not only supposed to do what the teacher saying, but put also the questions and answering and discuss them. And thus doing that, I record my weakness, and I found fascinating in this subject. And moreover, in this physics subject, where it has to thinking out of the box for social aspect or modern science. And I can say only I had enjoyed this subject most, and it has pushed to me the next level to doing my engineering. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Shaheen Ali. You could do well, but if you are looking to get 7 score, I like to recommend some technique and strategy to get 7 score. You can do 7 score in speaking. Focus on the word you are using, and try to use some uncommon word, a synonym word, to get 7 or 7+ score in speaking. As well, I try to speak with correct pronunciations and making good sounds. You can follow us how we are making speak, how we are sounding. It's more helpful for us. When you practice listening, you can follow speaking British accent. It will be more helpful for you to speak in the part. Thirdly, your fluency can be improved by speaking regularly. Now you are improving, then fast. So I hope to improve your fluency. For skill, if you are able to improve, I hope you are supposed to get 7 score. I hope that. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
Now
Thank you, sir.
I like to ask the other participant. Here the participant, the name the participant, Fahima Sharmin. Please, Fahima Sharmin, requested to unmute and connect with me.
Hello.
Yes, Fahima Sharmin.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
Okay, I think you are fine. So, are you prepared well on the cue card, or you are? Is it your first classes on the cue card? If you don't understand the cue card, tell me. I will make you understand about the
No,
Ielts cue card. So,
I don't understand cue card.
you don't know about cue card. Do you have idea about the IELTS speaking module,
Not really.
or is it your speaking first class?
Yes. Actually, I'm not do the test IELTS, but I do this course for improve my English.
Oh, thank you. This is linked with the IELTS speaking, linked with your improving English. It's very
Yes.
linked, and
Yes.
it is advanced level.
Yes.
You are doing the improving level, level 1
Mm.
or the basic level. We are doing advanced level. No
Yes.
matter, follow us to advance.
Mhm.
Thing is that suppose you will appear for IELTS exam, you can
Yes.
do. Here is a long topic we are discussing,
Yes.
and we need to talk. We need to speak non-stop 2 minutes on a topic. The topic is subject you like most.
Okay.
And so, I like to ask you some question. What's your name, please?
Fahima Sharmin.
Where are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh, but I live in UK now.
You live in UK. Okay, you are from Bangladesh. So what purpose are you in UK?
Uh, actually, last 15 years I have been in Sweden, and last 4 months I am in UK
Right.
with my family, my
Thank you.
husband and children.
Okay, then that means what does your husband do in over there?
We're here in UK. We are not doing anything because here is lockdown. Uh,
Pandemic situation
Pandemic.
problem.
Yes, it will be open maybe in June. So,
So you have been
but
in
my
UK
husband
for
is engineer, so
your husband is an engineer. You have been in UK for a long time. So are you improving English or not?
yes, a little bit, but I want to improve more. That's why I joined this class.
Okay, welcome to the classes. I think if you follow us or if you try to speak, no matter you may have mistake, but if you try, you can improve. Now, I like to I like to ask Adila to unmute herself and to join with us on the speaking part. Adila,
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
okay, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, now I would like to ask you and request you to talk about the topic. Are you prepared about the topic or it is unknown to you?
Almost I can try.
So you prepared yourself. Could you please speak over the topic sometime as you can?
Yes, sir.
Let's get started, please.
Um, all subjects were my favorite subjects in school life, but psychology is psychology was my favorite subject. But unfortunately, I stopped my studies. I will restart my studies very soon again because this is my favorite subject. This subject is about human mind, behavior, and I like to study human personality. Um, I want to read human mind, personality, and in school days I have never been bored reading this subject. That's why I like to study this subject.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you very much. Thank
I'm
you.
not interested in IELTS. I'm
No matter whether you
improve
are
my
interested.
English
No
because
matter
I
you don't need to appear for IELTS exam, but this
yeah yeah
speaking audio will very helpful for you to speak advanced level, and
okay
you are doing level fast, and if you are once you able to speak and then you expect able to go to the advanced level. This is called IELTS speaking advanced level. You no matter you can do, but try to speak. Now
okay sir.
I like to ask Salma. Please, Salma, could you please unmute yourself and speak with us?
Hello, yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Hi, I'm
Okay.
fine, thank you.
Salma, where are you from?
Yeah. I'm from Africa, but now I'm living in UK.
UK. Okay. Can you speak English well or not? A little bit.
It's not good, yeah.
Okay, no matter, you will be good because you are with us, and day after day you can good speaker. Okay, now
Okay,
can you
okay.
please tell me that some subject name you like most in your school or college?
Soccer Boca World still needs to
Okay.
you. I don't know what your hands are big, but it's just
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, let's get started to talk. Which subject you used to like most in your school?
Okay, in my country, I'm studying is medical laboratory science.
Another
Okay.
character. So that's delete
Hello.
yours.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, please. Let's get started. Carry
Yeah,
on.
my favorite
Okay,
subject is
you used to
microbiology.
microbiology. Okay, did you start? Did you completed your high school education?
Medical laboratory science. Yeah.
You have done medical laboratory science. Okay, science. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
was it so enjoyable to you? Was the medical laboratory enjoyable to you?
Medical laboratory. Yes.
Was it enjoyable?
Yeah.
Enjoyable. Thank you. Why did you enjoy the subject?
Okay, my subject is microbiology science.
Why? Why did you
As
enjoy that?
education studies is everything related to bacteria.
Okay, you could learn lots of
Really,
yeah, you could learn lots of
yeah, really,
information.
and
You could learn some
yeah.
important lesson. That's why you like most. Thank you very much. Uh,
Thank you.
now
Yeah, thank you.
thank you. Now I like to go to the other participant. Salam Batman. Salam Batman. Please requested to unmute. Salam Batman.
Salam Tom.
Okay, Salam. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. What about you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Okay. Are you from Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome. So, Salam Batman. First of all, I like to listen something about yourself, your country's situation, people of Saudi Arabia.
Okay, I'm living in Saudi Arabia and I'm
Yeah.
born and raised here.
Yes.
To be honest, the situation in this country is very good and it's very comfortable for us to live here.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
more
Are,
activities.
what is the
education.
main religion of your country? Religion of your country. What is the main religion of your country?
What does it mean?
Religion mean what is the say? It is mean the ad-din, din al-Islam. Main religion,
Okay,
deen.
yeah, it's Islamic. It's Islamic, yeah.
You better say main religion is Islam. Then the main religion is Islam. Din al-Islami. Din al-Islami. Thank you. Why is your country famous for?
Famous of oil.
Oils. Okay, your country is famous for oils. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, are you preparing for Ielts or you are doing English? You are improving your English level.
No, I'm preparing for IELTS test.
So you must have idea about the Q card. Can you tell me something about the Q card? What is Q card? How you need to speak over the Q card?
I must speak over two minutes without
2 minutes.
stopping.
Okay, and you will be given.
Yeah.
You will be given 1 minute for thinking, and you need to speak 2 minutes. So, can you try yourself to speak over the topic we have given in the last classes? Subject you like most, and the name of subject, why you enjoy, and hard work you done for the subject. Explained is what you like most. Explain what it was that you like most about the subject. Any lesson explains.
Okay.
Can you speak 2 minutes over the topic?
Okay. First of all, I am a high education graduated from high school, and the most subject that I like was business and history.
Right.
I like business because I love accounting and I love to do more activities like interesting subjects.
Okay.
And it's very fun.
Right.
I can enjoy while I'm studying, doing the job like that. So that's why I chose business, and I chose history because I like to study about the past and go forward to the future. It helps to know what happened in the past, and it helps in a lot of the things.
Okay, good. Thank
And
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I like to ask a little questions.
okay.
Why do you find story is very interesting than other subject?
It's not that much interesting, to be honest. History is a little bit boring, but
Yes.
it's nice to know what happened in the country before, million years ago, 100 years ago, like that.
Okay. Adila, you could do well, but I like to recommend you for if you are looking to sit for IELTS exam, if you're looking to get good score in speaking, I like to suggest you for some important issue that.
Maybe sir, I will
Excuse
maybe
me, you
maybe I will do my
IELTS.
I
Okay.
IELTS. Yeah.
So thank you. You must do, but
Okay.
something you have to emphasize in IELTS is speaking pronunciations. Sometimes we can see some people in Arabian country are struggling, like China or Arabian, are struggling to pronounce. So
Yeah.
I recommend you to listen some English news. You can listen some English news of BBC, Al Jazeera as well, and you can follow their pronunciation, which are very important for you because some
Yes.
people people in say the Arabian country, like China, Russia, or some European country, Italy, struggling pronunciation, English pronunciation. So I like to recommend you to follow some English, and your speaking is very bad, is very good. Thank
Thank
you, thank you. Now I
because
would like
my
to.
kids goes to school. That's
It's
why.
very good. It's very good.
Yeah.
Now, Sania Miguel. I would like to request Sania Miguel to unmute yourself and speak with me. Sania Miguel.
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
Yeah. Hi,
Okay,
teacher.
son. How are you? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay, Sania Miguel. Are you from? I have forgotten your country name. Are you from? Which country are you from?
Yeah. I'm from Portugal, teacher.
Portugal. Okay, it's nice country. What is your national language? Portuguese? Is it Portuguese or Dutch language?
Portuguese, teacher.
Portuguese. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So why you are interested for English?
Pardon, teacher. Pardon.
Why
Can you
why
repeat,
you
teacher?
why you like to learn English?
Yeah, I'm like English is my English no good. Yeah, is
Okay, your English is not good. I like
yeah.
to ask you, I like to know from you, why do you need English? Because your mother tongue, your language is Portuguese. My question is that why you
Yeah,
need English?
yeah. I'm like English is the jobs.
Mhm.
I'm living in England, in the UK.
You like to go UK. So thank you.
Yeah.
What purpose you like to go UK? Study purpose or business purpose?
Studies.
Study. Thank you. Thank you. So thank you. Do you have idea as we are talking IELTS to study UK you need IELTS, aren't you?
Yes, I want to start.
So we are talking about IELTS speaking module. Do you know what is the IELTS speaking and how many parts are there?
No, teacher. No.
We have discussed in our previous class. IELTS speaking module, there are 3 parts. Part 1, we examiner will ask you some sort of question like what's your name, you're from, where are
Yeah.
you from, some sort of personal
Yeah.
questions. And then this is cue card. You can see in the screen, this is a cue card. That means examiner will give you a question booklet, question paper,
Yeah.
mentioning a cue card as we have mentioned in the screen, that subject you like most, what the subject name was,
Okay.
why you enjoy studying the subject,
Yeah.
how hard you study. This is an IELTS cue card. we will be given in our speaking module part 2, and if you prepare well,
Yes.
you can do better. You are supposed to get good score in IELTS. Very important for you. So can you try yourself to speak over the topic you are seeing in the screen?
Yes.
Or please, I will help you. Let's try speaking. Don't worry, you may have mistake. I will help you.
Yes.
Teacher, I don't understand.
Teacher, I don't understand. I know understand.
I like to know. I like to listen from you to speak over the topic, that subject you like most at your school.
Yeah. Understand, teacher. Yeah, my subject favorite is story.
My favorite subject was story.
My favorite subject
was
story.
Story. Okay.
Story and
because you can say because
yes, teacher.
Because it was
because
it was very interesting to me.
It was very interesting to read.
It was
it's
very interesting to me.
Interested to me. Yes.
Me, okay.
Thank you, teacher.
I could learn lots of lessons like
I could learn.
I could learn
yeah.
many things.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you? What's your name, please? I have forgotten your name.
Pardon, teacher.
What's your name? I forget it. Are you Salma? What's your name, please?
Sonia.
Habib Bhai in the previous classes was teaching subject, verb, object. Subject. Do you know subject and verb?
Yeah.
Subject. I, you, the subject. Verb is learn. When you try to speak something, try to identify what are the subject, what are the verb, and try to make lots of sentences. In this way, you can make lots of sentences.
Okay.
Habib were teaching us very simple thing to using subject, verb, object. For example, I enjoy learning mathematics or history books. This way, I recommend you to try more. Thank you. And thank you. I would like to go to the other participant. Like the Mr. Tarek Sujan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tarek Sujan. How are you?
Sir, I'm fine. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. Could you please introduce yourself, Tarek?
Okay, sir. I'm Tarek Mahmoud Sujan. I'm from Chatpur, Bangladesh, and I'm a student of Chittagong University.
Thank you very much, Chittagong University. Tarek, are you preparing for IELTS?
Yes, sir.
So, what is your expected score, and why you are preparing for IELTS?
I'm preparing for my higher education, and my expectation score is 7.
7. Thank you. We hope so. We hope we have that you get 7 score. Tariq, and you prepared well, as we are discussing our previous class about Q card. Do you have idea about Q card, how to speak and how to plan yourself over the Q card in IELTS speaking module? Can you share with me
some
sort of things?
I'll be given a key card, and then I can note on the key card for 1 minute. Then I have been given I will be given 2 minutes for explain my answer about the key card.
Can you speak a cue card you have seen in the screen that we were given in the last classes, the subject you like most, and why you enjoy the subjects, how hard you study over the subject? Can you speak in 2 minutes over the topic.
Yes, sir. When I was college, uh, uh, I I liked civics, and I was so interested to the subject because I could learn more things from the subject, and it was so interesting to me. I could learn government, about politics, uh, about more sorts of things that is related to a citizen. So for that, I was so interested about the subject.
Okay, thank you. I like to recommend if you are looking to get 7 score, you can have 7 score. But some sort of mistake you are doing, you have to avoid it like is the enlarge your answer until your examiner stop you. Your time is 2 minutes. So when you speak non-stop 2 minutes, you have to speak lots of things covering the question they are given. Question in the cue card. This is called cue card. That means we need to cover all sorts of questions to focus to speak 2 minutes. You have to emphasize this. I think you can do better. Now,
Yes, sir.
Jinath, please. Jinath are requested to unmute and talk with us. Jinath, are you listening to us?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm fine. So we are fine. So Jinath, are you prepared yourself, or do you have idea about the topic we are talking today? This is the IELTS Q card. Are you familiar with the Q card or not?
Yes, I know you are. Everybody is telling about their favorite subject and
Okay,
why they
so
like their subject and what is
I
the
think
reason
I
behind it.
think I think you can speak over the topic on 2 minutes. Can you? Will you
Yes,
try?
yes.
Please, let's get started.
Okay. My favorite subject is in school is mathematics,
Uh-huh.
and it is my favorite because I never have difficulty with it and always get good marks
Okay.
in test and final exams.
Right.
The special thing behind the mathematics subject is it's easy for me to remember the formulas applying on it as compared to I have some difficulties in history and geography because there are so many dates and facts and figures to remember.
Okay.
So mathematics is easy for me as compared to other subjects.
Right.
And while mathematics is simple to me, some of my friends have difficulties in it in school time. So I have uh, sometimes I help them, and so they will can find easily what the problem is for them to can't understand the formulas and these type of thing.
Right.
And good advantages I have I have spent more of the time to other subject because my mathematical homework I can do it so quickly, so I have more time to spend in other subject.
Right.
And my teacher in mathematics is very good to me, so I have when I have some sort of any problem in it, so I can go anytime and ask her about that, what is this, I can't understand, and this and that type of thing. So still now I am good in mathematics as compared to the other subject.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you. Well done. So, are you preparing for IELTS, or you are practicing English?
No, sir, I just have to prepare because I'm just came in UK and I have to do IELTS test for the university admission. So I have to,
So, Gina, what score you are looking for? What is your expected score?
yeah, might be 7 or 6.5 because there is a university requirement.
So I like to recommend you to get 7 score in speaking. Your speaking is good, but I like to recommend to get 7 score. The mistake you are doing, like some sort of thing you are doing, some grammatical mistake. The one focus they look at the question. Question are about the past tense, and you explain in present tense. So
Okay.
remember the question because you are given 1 minute for thinking. That the thinking all sorts of questions. Look at the question here. Have you seen the question in the cue card?
No, sir.
Look at the cue card question in the screen.
Sir, it's
They are
just how to
showing
pass your IELTS test in 2021. That's it. Nothing else it's showing.
No, look at the cue card that describe a subject you have studied that you like. Isn't
Sir,
it
here
that
is
question?
showing your folder option, not the
It's
screen.
just files seen, not the folder open.
Oh, it is not open. So let me reopen the subject. Okay, let's do this one. Wait. Mm. Now, are you seeing
Yes,
any? Are you
yes,
seeing?
yes,
Okay, let's read. Dinab, read the question. I like to just you speaking is good, but I like to suggest you because you are preparing IELTS.
yeah,
So I like to suggest some strategy to get 7 score. You are supposed to get 7 score.
yeah,
If you can avoid some mistake you are doing. One
yeah,
mistake you have done that the question requires some sort of past tense, and you
yeah.
are supposed to say that my first favorite subject was mathematics,
Okay.
and you
Yeah,
have
I just
mentioned my
talking in present and it's
present
about the
tense.
past.
Okay, this is grammatical error. It's called grammatical error. And
Yeah,
the mention why you enjoy studying the subject. You were supposed to explain. I used to enjoy the subject for this one, this one, this one, this one. Some version you could explain should be first tense because the question mentioned in first tense, isn't
okay.
it?
Yeah,
And how hard you studied subject, you miss explainings. You couldn't
yeah,
explain how hard. You have to explain the points. Pointically, you were supposed to explain. I study by heart and soul. I used to study by heart and soul because mathematics was not easy subject. I needed to take tuition. And if
yeah.
you
But
could do this.
if I like some subject, why it's hard to me to study this subject?
No, question how hard. Question, look at the question is how hard you study the subject. So to answer the question, you need to explain some region, something did a struggle like that, and I studied very hard. I needed to take a tuition or take this one because in the classes I could not understand, and classes was not supposed enough for you to understand. So I need to take a start classes. I need to spend more time for reading this one. You need, but the last question explain why it was that you liked, why it was that you liked most about the subject. You miss explaining some point that a specific lesson that this lesson, some speaker mentioned that I learned this lesson and I feel interested. For example, someone mentioned that Mr. Farid Juman mentioned that I learned some lesson. The lesson name is this one, this one, this one. You could explain that mathematics lesson, geography or algebra or some lesson you could explain because your question asks some sorts of point explanations. And to get 7 score, if you can cover this thing, you are supposed to get 7 score. Remember?
Okay, sir, but I can't see this question previously. I just think everybody is just telling about the
Oh,
favorite
okay,
subject.
okay,
Yeah,
no problems, no problems.
okay.
Okay, thank you. Now you got the point.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
the difference
thank you,
between the past and the future because
thank you very much, Jenna.
was and is.
Now I like to go to the other participant. Participant name. The participant is mm, what is his name? Uh, Arifa Akhtar. Did Arifa have explained? Shaheen
Sir,
explained?
but you didn't give me any suggestion which I have to improve.
Are you Arifa?
Yes.
Okay, Arifa, you speaking was good, but you have forgotten. I have mentioned some things, and you explained. Your explanation is very good. But are you preparing for IELTS or you are doing English
No,
or improv?
no. I am preparing else.
What is your expected score? 7 score or
Um,
6?
no, more than 7 to 7.5.
To get 7 score, Arifa, you need to your preparation was better than other participant than Mr. Shaheen Shaheen, and your preparation were good. But the thing you must know, I explained in the first classes of speaking that 4 skill you need anywhere required. Do you have idea what kinds of skill you need to emphasize to get 7 score?
I think it's most important is grammar and then vocabulary and fluency and flexible. Yeah.
Pronunciation. So
Okay.
tell me which skill you don't have according to you.
Vocabulary. I think
Vocabulary.
vocabulary.
I mentioned that. I mentioned you are using some common vocabulary. This is good
Yeah.
to get 6 score, but this is not good to get 7 score. To get 7 score, you are supposed to get some variety of vocabulary. This is called lexical resource, and you have to speak how some people we can speak some with common words, and
Yes.
but for IELTS speaking, for getting 7 score, we try to speak using variety of words or complicated words. This thing you
Okay.
have to emphasize to get 7 score. Or fluency, we are not habituated. If you live in some non-native country, you may not have fluency. What should you do? In Habib Bhai mentioned, we have a room study after our classes. You spend time with some participant who can speak well. Try to speak half an hour regularly in the group or in your Facebook group. I
Yeah,
have
but sir,
given.
I face a problem when I try to use the vocabulary, complex sentences, then I found myself very hard to be fluent.
Don't worry. Try to speak one day after day, and you will be improved. But in a single moment, in a single day, it cannot be improved. Don't worry, but keep speaking. Keep uploading your video. We have in the group Facebook. We will make you current. Don't worry. Don't worry. But you cannot improve your English in a single day. So keep speaking or upload the video on the Facebook. We will make you correct your mistake. Don't worry about this.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I like to other
Thanks a
participant.
lot.
I like to ask other participant. Who will the next? Please. Who will the next? Please. Who are the remaining to speak?
Can I tell, sir?
Yes. Please mention your name and
Sir,
Farhad.
my name.
Yes, sir. Farhad Hussain.
Mr. Farhad, is it your first class or you have taken many classes of our IELTS speaking module?
Yes, sir. This is not my first class. I have already joined.
So you must have first idea. You must have first idea regarding Q card. And
Yes, sir, I do have some ideas.
Are you expecting good score in IELTS module, speaking module?
Yes, sir. I am confident that I could make a good score.
Could you please speak about the Q card we have given in the screen?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Let's start, please.
Sure. Well, when I was in school level, my favorite subject was, of course, physics, because it talks about many real life matters, like why we sit, like why we do not float in the sky, float up in the sky, like many real things. It talks about matters. It talks about gravity. It talks about many things. So I fall in love with physics, but physics is not a good, is not easy. I tried hard to understand physics. I gave it many times to learn physics, and at last I enjoyed it. But when I was in university, I think something changed in my mind, and I found that algorithm is a favorite subject in my university level. So I found that computer coding was my favorite, one of my favorite subjects. So I tried hard it, and I understood that it was my one of my favorite subjects.
Thank you. You could do better, and I hope better something from you. So, you are expecting which score you are expecting for speaking?
Honestly, sir, I need 7+.
Okay.
Yeah, I will try my best to get the score.
You could do better. I like to suggest you some sort of things you need to
Sure, sir. I would love
focus for good score. Then I have mentioned to the Arifa asked me to get some score. Arifa, she is struggling to use some complicated word. Same thing you are doing.
Yeah, I am also too, sir.
The same thing you're doing. So
what happened that when I try to speak, many vocabularies, many things come in my mind but I couldn't express it.
Still we can't speak. This is our common problem in non-native country, because we are not habituated to speak in our daily life with our partner. We don't have anyone. So this group is very helpful for us. Some person are very good at speaking. You can speak with them. You can talk with them without any
I would love that.
But in terms of speaking, when you speak regularly, and Arifa mentioned, Arifa, are you from Bangladesh?
Yes, sir. I'm from Bangladesh.
So, do you practice English with someone, with your friends, or with anyone?
No.
So this is your problem as Farhad. Farhad and you are Shaheen are very good at English, but your problems that you may know some uncommon word, but in terms of speaking, you cannot remember. Why it is happening? It is happening because you are not practicing English.
Yes, sir.
Adjusting English with your daily life. Suppose that if you don't watch Bengali or Hindi movie, rather watch English movie. If you don't listen Bengali or Hindi or some common news, whether some other country like Arabian ones or Pakistani one, don't watch their national channels, whether they watch English news, English channel, English some things, I think you can improve. How you can improve your vocabulary? This is very common things. I have recommended to all the participants. Vocabulary cannot be remembered by memorizing. That cannot be happens. The easy tactic is that when you have habit of reading English newspapers, when you find some uncommon vocabulary, try to learn this one with their synonyms. Very helpful for you to speak or to write.
Yes.
As well as reading part. You can improve your vocabulary. It helps you to get 80 score in speaking. Now you are doing well, but you have to emphasize on the uncommon and using complicated vocabulary. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. So who is the next? Who are the remaining to speak, please, in the group? Anyone are remaining to speak, please?
Sir, I have one question.
Please, Sajjad, please ask me a question.
Sajid Bhuyan.
Mr. Sajid, please ask your question.
Sir, could you please tell me what's the homework?
Homework we are giving now. Still, we are discussing about our previous. Now we are giving the homework. And Sajid, as it is your first classes.
Yes, yes.
Have you seen in the screen?
Yes, sir.
Look at the cue card we were discussing. I like to give you the homework only for you, not for the other participant, because you are the first participant in the group, in the class. Okay. I like to recommend you. Have you gathered the idea about how to speak on the cue card? Have you gathered some idea?
No, sir. I have no idea.
In the classes, we are talking about the IELTS cue card.
Okay.
Do you know what is IELTS cue card?
No, sir.
So let me explain. IELTS. Do you have idea about IELTS speaking module?
Sorry, sir. I didn't catch you. Can you explain again?
Do you have idea about IELTS speaking module?
No, sir. I have no idea.
Look at the screen.
Okay.
This is first part. There are three part of IELTS speaking. There are three part of IELTS speaking. There are three part of IELTS speaking, and this is the first part. This is part one, first part, and the exam is a viva test. So in the part, teacher or examiner will ask you some common question: your name, your family, your parents, your food you like, study or work. Some common question examiner will ask. You have to explain. Like here, examiner are asking some question regarding study, and you need to answer all sorts of questions. Time is 5 minutes. This part, and this is the second part of IELTS speaking. In the part, you will be given a cue card and you will be given 1 minute for thinking what you speak, but this is not something memorizing. If you have basic English, if you have
Sir, one more
English,
question.
yes.
How many get time to cue card question?
Cue card is for speaking 2 minutes, for thinking 1 minute. Total 3 or 4 minutes you may have in the part.
First one is 3 minutes and second one is 4 minutes.
No. First part is 5 minutes. This is first part.
Okay.
Is 5 minute discuss. Teacher will ask you some common question. You have to answer. Second one is 4 minutes or 3 minutes. 1 minute.
This is cue card.
This is cue card. In 1 minute, you need to plan, need to note down the points regarding the cue card. Then you will explain in 2 minutes, at least 2 minutes.
Okay.
If you are able to 3 minutes, it's good for you. But at least 2 minutes, you need to speak non-stop. This is challenging for us. Good. And now, today's classes, we are talking about the part 3. And we are going to give the homework regarding part 3. This is IELTS part 3. We discussed part 2. And today's classes, we are going to discuss about the part 3 IELTS. Now, let's talk about the part 3. And what sorts of questions will be asked in the part 3? And question cue card related. For example, our cue card was a subject. Now, we will be asked some question regarding our cue card. But here, we will give some strategy, give some techniques to get 7 score, more than 7 score. Here, 3, 4, or 5 questions may be asked by the examiner, or time will be spent at least 5 minutes or 4 minutes. Now, things that if you are looking to get 7 score, 8 score, it is possible by you. Normally, we can speak English. Normally, for normal conversation, we are able to speak English. But in IELTS, for getting good score, normally speaking, for speaking, you can have 6 score, 6.5 score. But you are looking to get 7 score or 8 score. What sorts of things you have to do? Now we are going to discuss regarding this one. And look at this one. This is about the third part. And in the third part, examiner will ask the candidates some question cue card related. Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. We need to answer all sorts of questions elaboratingly rather than short way. For example, question is that let's talk about study and job opportunity. Examiner mentioned that the topic then, and examiner asks you, do you think studying at university is necessary to get a good job? This question will be explaining way.
Yes.
I try to explain as much as I can. For example, I am giving to answer. Question is that, do you think studying at university is necessary to get good job? Well, I think so, because university education is very important, is very necessary, is called higher educations. So for getting good job, secondary school or high school is not enough to get good job. For example, some senior job, bank manager, or some senior position, doctor or other position which job can ensure us to get good salary. To take the job, to hold the job, we need to complete graduation. Where we can have graduation? Obviously at university, not in school and college. So I think starting an university is very essential, is very important to get good job, because around the world, every good job require higher education, graduation and post graduation. So where we do those courses, we must have to study at university. So I think it's very important for us. Have you got the answering system, how you have to answer?
Yes, yes.
Okay, if you have any question, you can ask me. I am talking about the things to get you to improve your score. Do you have any questions to how to explain the answer?
No, sir, I have a question. Another question. It's not related with this subject.
Okay,
it's
you can
about
ask.
the it's about the practicing. Like in the breakout room, the time is too short. If you give us more time to practice with the other participants, then we can get the chance.
Okay, we will.
If you
If you are available to practice 1 hour, we can have the
yes.
time. We can have the time. No, don't worry. We can have time 2 hours, 3 hours. No, don't worry regarding this. We will give the time to practice 2 hours or
Okay,
1
sir.
hour. 1 hour is enough. 1 hour you can
Yes,
practice
yes,
1
sir.
hour.
Yes, true.
Yes, yes.
It's enough. It's enough.
It's depend on you, or we will help you. If you have some mistake, we will help you. Don't worry. We will help you
Okay, sir.
to find a way.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, now we can start. We can get started our questions. Who like to speak? Mr. Food.
So
Yes.
I have a question regarding the cue card. I mean, you mentioned that the examiner will allow allow me to speak 2 minutes regarding the topic.
Okay.
Then the another session will come. He will ask me another question regarding the topic. Elaborate. It needs elaborate answer. So, so what kind of question he or she will ask? Like the topic I already discussed from this area, or he will ask the another.
No. In the third part, no other topical question will be asked. Only the topic you discuss, examiner will ask regarding some question regarding or about the topic, not out of the topic.
Okay, I get it. But yeah, but if I go through a topic like I mentioned before, I love physics. So I love physics. Then I went deep into physics, and he found interesting topic I discussed. So then he will ask in that topic.
Yes, this is depend on teachers, on examiners. Examiner can ask about topic you discuss, or examiner can ask some question of his own, but he never goes of the topic. He will be in the topics. That means the topic you will given in the cue card, examiner will in the topic, not she never be of the topics. But asking question depend on not you, on the examiner. Examiner may ask variety of question. You will have to answer some question elaborately. But we recommend you, the question are asked by the examiner. You have to in topic, not out topics, but should be explaining way to get good score. So I think you understand well, and we like to give you some homework. The question is that you can prepare yourself. The first question is that do you think studying at university is necessary to get good job? I have explained it. I think you got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second question: what course offer graduate the best job opportunity? So how can we explain the questions? Please, Mr. Faridul Jamal.
Yes, sir.
Yes. How can you explain the question?
Graduate the best jobbers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. is an opportunity is the main things of any job, and if I mention that if I choose my best subject in any university or any studies at that time the subject is most important to find any best job, so that if I choose my best subject, I will get a best job for my job place.
Okay, for the demands, here are some information you have to include as far you know. The question examiner asks you, what course offer graduate the best job? We can mention some common scenario or common phenomena is as far you know for the demanded subject. You can mention some MBBS course, some English course, BBA course, which are very demanded in job market, not only in Bangladesh but also around the world. So I can mention about some subject in our society, our country, like the BBA, graduate choice to do. Why? They may get good job, they may can have a good salary as well if they have BBA, MBA or other schools or MBBS course or engineering course, not only at home but also in abroad as well, some first world country, which the subject are required in comparison with other subject like non-demanded subject at our university like Bengali graduates are not getting good job in some our society for getting good job like a bank manager or some high salary job, which are very important for some demanded job. So, Mr. Farid Jaman, please compare with me and your answer. What sorts of thing you have find your linkages between me and you, between I and your answers?
Yes, sir. Nowadays we find the demandable subject in not only our country but also in the world, in BBA, CSE or CSE and so on. But CSE is the demandable subject in the world, so that I prefer CSE, and it's will I know it's will get me a good job to
it help us. It help us to get a good job. BBA, MBA are very demanded. Thank you. For the Jamal, you can understand. So do any participant have a question regarding this one, please?
Sir, I have a question.
Please ask a question.
Sir, I have a question that how to improve my speaking.
We are talking about the improvement of our speaking that we need to practice. And for Ielts preparation, for getting 7 score, you can get 6 score easily if you speak.
Sir, I want 7 or 7.7.
That's why we are talking about to get 7 score, and like for the Jaman or Shaheen or other person are discussing. I think you missed our discussion that we are talking about to get 7 score. We have to emphasize our 4 skill, that whether we are able to speak fluently speaker or not. Secondly, our pronunciation, our vocabulary is very important, because in speaking we are using some common words, aren't we?
Okay.
So if you are able to use uncommon complicated word, you can have 7 score or 8 score. It's simple answer.
Okay.
So
but sir,
now our student are not habituated to speak common word, because they don't know uncommon word. They are not inhabited to speak.
Yes.
That's why that's the big problem of us.
Yes, that's the big problem. And sir, I have also some problem that I not good in grammatical.
Because for speaking, not much grammar are needed. Some basic grammar, tense, making sentence, voice change, making complex sentence. Those are the basic. Tenses are very important, not 12 tense. If you are able, if you know 4 tense, present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite, present continuous, present perfect with their structure. And if you are able to use proper use of verb, making sentence well, then you can speak. But the main thing is for us vocabulary and lexical resource. We just use some common word, drink, eat, go, some common word. This is not helpful for you to get 7 school. For getting 7 school, I recommend it always in the all through the classes recommended that to practice English regularly. Then try to use some uncommon word. For example, you listen some word uncommon word by watching TV. That when you listen music and you can listen the enthusiastic, and you don't know the meanings. For example, this is your uncommon word we are enthusiastic to learn English. Do you know the meaning of enthusiastic?
No, sir.
So this is a new word.
Excited.
Yeah, yes.
And this is a new word. And you have to understand enthusiastic is mean interested, isn't it? Encourage. What does it mean?
It means encourage.
Encourage, okay. Encourage you know, but you don't know enthusiastic. So what do you have to focus? You have to focus some uncommon word. Lots of words are there. Lots of words in terms of speaking. When you listen some English, when you listen BBC World, when you listen some English news, when you watch English movie, you may listen variety of word, focus of the word, then try to speak in terms of speaking. This is very good idea. Both in writing and speaking, to get 80 score, it will help you. Have you got me, please? Have you got me, please? Have you got my point?
Yes, sir. One more question that I have some confused that I want to buy in dictionary English to English. So can you prefer that?
You can buy a dictionary English to English paper, but I like to recommend memorizing word from dictionary. You cannot learn word. You cannot learn word. You have to do one sort of thing. I recommend it to read English newspaper, international, like the Guardian, the New York Times. Then
which newspaper, sir?
The Guardian, British newspaper. You can have upload by Play Store. The Guardian, British newspaper. You can upload by the Play Store. If you read an article daily, if you focus some uncommon word from a news, then you can improve your vocabulary. This is very easy way, easy technique. If you memorize some word, this is not easy. You cannot memorize. You cannot learn some word. To learn word, for example, when I started reading English newspaper, I read a watermelon. I did not know. First time when I used to read English newspaper, I read the watermelon are available nowadays in the country. But I did not know the meaning of watermelons. And I was so encouraged to, enthusiastic to learn the meaning of the watermelon that I could do well. This is the easy way to learn vocabulary. This is not easy to memorize some vocabulary by dictionary. Have you got me?
Yes, sir.
This is easy way. If you like to know uncommon word, practice reading English newspaper, then focus some English uncommon word with their synonyms. Gradually, you can improve your vocabulary, then help you to get good score both writing and speaking, as well as reading as well.
Sir, can you tell me again what's the newspaper name?
The Guardian, British newspaper. The Guardian, British newspaper. Yes.
British newspaper. Yeah.
Actually.
Thank you, sir. Sometimes I read that the Daily Star.
Daily Star is not so helpful because in our country they use some common word to sell our Bangladeshi customer. Bangladeshi are not good at English, so they don't use some complicated word. Rather the British one or American, the New York Times use. So I like to recommend you. You can read the Guardian is good. But better for you to read some English newspaper like the Guardian and the New York Times are very popular newspaper. You can upload by your mobile phones. So let's talk about our homework. These are the homework, and the question are there. The cause. Why do you think some people who have studied at university still find it is difficult to get good job? We can explain it. Have you got the question, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Look at again the question. Why do you think some people who have studied at university still find it is difficult to get a good job? So you try yourself to answer. And some sort of question that now let's move on to talk about the cost of study. Why do you think many university charge high fee? You have to explain the reason why the university are charging high fee, like private university or other university. You can find some reasons. For first of all this one, secondly this one, thirdly this one. Yourself prepare yourself. Then you can explain what are the some solution to help graduate with large loan to pay those of the loan systems. Why are the solution to help graduate to large loan to pay the, and what are the advantages of free education compared to paying for the education? Now I like to recommend all the participants in the room. This topic are in the screen. You can start practicing each other's. You have time, and I like to get permission from the Hassan Bhai to let you practice over the things each other's.
Sorry to interrupt you. Just a quick question. So, do you want them to go to breakout room and practice it?
Actually, they have requested to at least half an hour or 1 hour for them, or whatever we have given homework today. They like to. I recommended them to practice to improve their English.
Okay, so
is it right now?
If all participants are able to practice, you can.
Yeah. So, can you please stop screen sharing?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So 18 students here. So if I make 6 breakout room. Okay, so now they can join to the breakout room. So dear students, you can see on the screen, you are invited to go to the breakout room. So please click join and you'll be there. And by this time, so Nazim sir, you can copy the questions from, okay, I'm not sure whether you can or not. So there is a, okay, if you, okay, next time when you do this, I mean the breakout room, so you will have an option like broadcast message to all. So if you copy and paste the thing, then it's gonna go to every breakout room and they will see it. Okay, so now, yeah, I have requested all the students to go to the breakout room. So Alamin and Farhad, can you please join to the breakout room? So if you want to join now room number 1, so just you need to put the cursor on number 3. So room number 1, 3, and you will see join. If you click there, just you can join there. So Nazim sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, so please go to room number 1. And on the right hand side, you can see the number. So 3 people are there. So if you put the cursor on number 3, yeah, just join there, please.
Number. And we have to click the room number 3 or which number?
No, what you can see on the
Room number
breakout.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Now let's say now you want to join room number 1, right?
Okay. Yes.
So just put the cursor on 3.
Room number 3.
No.
Option 3.
Yeah. So can you see join?
Yeah, join. Yes. Room number 1. Then
yeah. Click on join.
Join. Number 1, join. I have clicked 1.